Good afternoon, and welcome to the Senior Reception. First of all, congratulations on what you've accomplished in graduating from high school. It's amazing that you were running the halls at Hyde Elementary, and now you're leaving the halls of Clear Creek High School or Clear Falls High School. So I congratulate you and commend you. The neat thing is you kids have gotten a lot better education than my generation ever got. You're a lot smarter, and you're going to be able to solve a lot of problems. Um, I'm getting the chance to come today. Special thank you so I can make this video. I won't be able to be at the senior reception, which is disappointing. Um, but you're always in my heart, and I'm always thinking of you. So the good thing is, I just want you to remember about three or four things. One being that you're Hyde family, and once you're Hyde family, you're always Hyde family, which means the teachers here, your teachers, your friends, will always consider you family, one way or the other, no matter where you go. Secondly, you need to remember that a lot of times you are going to get knocked down in life. And when you get knocked down in life, you dust yourself off, you remember your Hyde family, and you go about your way with a smile. We're very proud of you. We're proud of all the Hyde family, but especially y'all right now. Also, one last thing before we go further. Um, you need to always remember, everyone makes mistakes. That's why pencils have erasers. I don't know if you remember, because you were probably pretty young at the time, but we did Thought for the Week. And everyone does make mistakes, and that's why you're going to make some mistakes, but you're also going to do some great things. We know that as the future goes on, you're going to really do some great things. And I encourage you to share that information and do those things. Two things we always did, and we always sang at Hyde, and it was always wonderful. Let me get my guitar out. Give me a second. So we used to sing. In fact, most of the time, the last few years when kindergarten came in, and you were very apprehensive. I should say you were happy to be at school. Your moms and dads were very apprehensive about coming to school and leaving you at school with the Hyde family. And we would sing together, even that first night of introduction. I think we sang, "This old man, he played knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack, paddywhack, you got the drift." And so as we got to know you, and as you came on, went further at Hyde, we got into different songs. And one of the things I always wanted to do is to have a school song, which was not really one of the songs that said, da, 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 sounded like you're in a church service or something like that, or like all of the college songs. So we decided way back when, the teachers and students and staff at the beginning, is we would have a rock and roll song. And our song was, Beep-bop Hyde, that's our school. Beep-bop Hyde, it's really cool. Beep-bop Hyde, that's our school. Beep-bop Hyde, it's really cool. Beep-bop Hyde, that's our school. Hyde is a school where the kids are neat. Hyde is a school where the teachers can't be beat. Hyde is a school where we stay all week. Hyde is a school in old Clear Creek. Oh, Beep-bop Hyde, that's our school. Beep-bop Hyde, it's really cool. Beep-bop Hyde, that's our school. So that was our school song, which I've heard now they're still keeping, and they sing it at pep rallies, which is really great. One of the other songs we sang, I shouldn't say we sang, Miss Galloway sang at our sing-alongs, was Long Tall Texan. Now, I can't do what Miss Galloway could do with her cowboy hat and her red cowboy boots and her red cowboy jeans, but I know the song, and we'll do a little short part. It went something like this: Giddy up, giddy up. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. I come from Texas, ride a big white horse. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. I come from Texas, ride a big white horse. The people look at me and say, Roy, is that your horse? Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I got a big cowboy hat. I come from Texas, got a big cowboy hat. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I got a big cowboy hat. I come from Texas, got a big cowboy hat. The people look at me and say, Roy, is that your hat? And you'll have to get Miss Galloway to sing if you want the rest of it. She's here at the day of your reception, so seniors, talk to Miss Galloway. The one other thing I guess I could that was always fun of sharing with you was visiting kindergarten, first, second, and the grades with our friend Trooper Granny. And just so you know, we always covered our eyes because if you'll remember, Trooper Granny didn't want you to know that she was a puppet. And you always played the game with us. It was always fun. And she always came around and said some nice things. I've had some problems with Trooper Granny now that I'm retired. She runs off because she has to stay in her suitcase. And she's not very happy about that. My grandsons come over and they get to play with Trooper Granny and she talks to them. But other than going to Sunday school classes and little things like that, Trooper Granny's kind of in retirement also. And yes, she has gray hair. And I say that now because I'm fixing to get Trooper Granny out. And so just a second, I'll be back with our friend Trooper Granny.
Good afternoon, boys and girls.
I don't know if you responded, but normally you'd say, good afternoon, and she'd say,
I can't hear you.
And so you'd have to talk a little louder. But most of all, Trooper Granny was just a fun person. That she invented magic dust so the reindeer could fly. And she also invented magic dust that goes on pencils. And that was to help you with your brain power. If you don't remember when you took tax test or STAR test or whatever test you're taking now, that you would take that, rub the pencil, put it on your head, you go. And you could figure out the test. It was wonderful.
I did all that on my own.
And while we're at it, it was always nice that most of the time you wouldn't say anything, and I know my mouth moves, but most of the time everybody was pretty good about it, and there was always one that would say, Mr. Myer, I think your mouth's moving. And Trooper Granny would look down and say,
You better watch your step or you'll be in kindergarten next year.
And Trooper Granny was just a special friend. Trooper Granny is still your friend. Trooper Granny, what have you been doing in the last year?
Nothing, because you leave me in that little suitcase.
Sorry, I didn't know you were so touchy.
It's not fun in retirement. I can't even go and get my hair done.
Oh, that's what all the retiree ladies do. Once a week they go out and get their hair done. And I see yours has turned a little gray.
It's highlighted and frosted.
Got it. I got you. I quite understand, Trooper Granny. And this is when the time when usually we'd entertain questions from Trooper Granny, but most of the time it would be asked what she was doing and what she has done. In this case, Trooper Granny has run away a couple times.
Don't tell him everything.
She's not happy that she's winding up having to stay in a suitcase in retirement.
I get to play with my grandsons, and I go to some Sunday school classes and have fun. but I really don't get out anymore and see boys and girls all the time.
So what she's saying is she misses you. So as you go out in life and everything else, know that Trooper Granny is still thinking about you and still has you in her heart.
Absolutely.
And in retirement, do you do anything else?
Yes, I sleep in the dark, which is not nice. Goodbye, boys and girls. I wish you the best and congratulations on your graduation from high school. Have a nice evening.
So as we begin to close things out, you have to listen to my generation. And I grew up with cowboys, and cowboys, Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. They were my heroes, and they were always, Roy wore a white hat and always helped those people who were in trouble or some bad guys were taking over. And at the end of their program, they would sing a song called Happy Trails. And Happy Trails was a song that told us as those watching TV, is that we would go different ways for a long time. And until we see each other again, we would wish many, many happy trails. And so that's what this song is, Happy Trails. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling on till then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Happy trails, and I wish you the best until we meet again.